Panto Diary viewers, it's day 9 that I'm reporting on. It's a little bit late, and I'll tell you for why. Because after rehearsals on day 9, some of the cast went to the Bristol Hippodrome to see Mary Poppins. OMG. Fantastic. What a great night, great performances, great stage sets, lighting, music. Good comedy performances. Wow, we loved it. Cried like a baby at the end. That's all right, I can do that. I'm emotional. Just a great show, and we had a lovely bonding session because it was a good day, but a hard day in as much as the whole of our cast were in the same space together rehearsing, and we actually went through the whole of the show, which is good. I mean, most of us are now when we say off the book, that means we're not holding a script to do the lines, and that's a lot easier, because when you're not holding something and looking for things, you can take direction. It sort of goes in better. And the other thing is, when you're holding the book, you're reading the person's line before you, so you know when to speak. When you're off the book, you've learnt that moment, so it all flows a lot better. And the important thing is, with all the other members of the cast on stage running the scenes chronologically, we get to know where we are in the story when we've done that scene that we've learnt very well, what it segues into. And then if we've got a quick change, the quick change happens over that scene, does it? Right, that means I've got plenty of time to get to my dressing room and change. It's all sort of technical, and it does change when you get into the theatre because it's a bigger space. And that's the thing. So you're travelling slightly further, maybe to a dressing room or whatever. So yeah, really interesting. So that the process really developed yesterday. We now know, I mean, we know the story, but we now know the pantomime, where it goes, which scene follows which scene. And we've got tomorrow to run the show completely twice, with 2 different sets of dues. I say tomorrow, that's going to be Saturday because it's Friday today. That's how late I'm doing this Panto Diary. So running through it again today, I guess I've been very lucky. After that wonderful show last night, I had the morning off. Whoa! And so I'm in this afternoon, which is Friday, and then tomorrow, as I say, run it twice. We'll be hopefully up to speed. Bit more work on it on Monday, and then moving into the theatre for next Wednesday to start our technical rehearsals. Now, technical rehearsals, I think we've talked about this before, it means that the director sits there with stage management and plots the lights and the scene changes with the crew, because that's the extra element now. We've got the crew, wonderful crew at the Bristol Hippodrome, added into it. So it's a build, everything's a build. Getting the scene set, learning your script, getting off the book, working with the other people in the panto, learning where everything goes, getting to the theatre, trying certain routines with costume as opposed to just standing around in your civvies. So that's another thing that you have to factor in. So yeah, everything's doing that, you know, going in the right direction. So I loved yesterday, I loved last night, I'm really looking forward to this afternoon. And the other day, I got a chance to chat to our choreographer. She's beautiful, she's lovely. Marianne Phillips, here she is for you. Hello Panto Diary viewers, and today we get to meet Marianne Phillips, who is our choreographer, and she's lovely. Not only is she lovely, she's here. Hello darling.
Hello.
Welcome to the Panto Diary. Now, how many... I'm not doing the siren gag again. I did it just now with Francesca. So, how many pantos have you done then, Marianne?
Oh, I've done about 6 pantos.
Have you?
Yes.
All for this company?
Yeah, for this company over the years, but they're usually Cinderella. I don't know how it's happened, but year after year, even though I've been in a different venue, I've always been doing Cinderella. So Snow White's a new one for me.
And are there any problems with Snow White or challenges that are different from Cinderella?
Yeah, I think because with Cinderella I've got used to the layout of it.
Yeah.
You have your transformation and your ball and everything like that. So this is a completely new thing for me, really. So
Yeah.
you've got lots of different numbers in there which I'm not familiar with, and all of the casting is very different as well.
So it's a challenge.
It is a challenge.
Yeah, but we can't grow if we don't challenge
Exactly,
ourselves.
exactly.
What I've seen so far, your choreography is wonderful, and you have helped me out so much by choreographing my opening, which we're not allowed to tell you what it is, but very, very funny. You've done, I mean, you've really helped me with the choreography, and the dancers are great, aren't they? Have you worked with any of them before?
I've not actually, no. I don't really know any of them either.
So how does that work then when a choreographer comes in and you just have a group of dancers? Is it really quickly bond because you're all doing the same thing, or do you have to sit down? Do you take them out for a cup of tea? How does that bonding thing happen on the first day?
I think with dancers, it can be quite different to actors.
In what way?
In the way that there's not an awful lot of time to sit and get to know each other, and that we never really play games or anything like that to kind of get familiar with each other. It's kind of a mentality thing of just get stuck into the choreography as soon as you can, get warmed up, and then as you go within the choreography process, you bond like that way.
There you go.
And you become really good friends, and everyone's lovely and gets on really well.
Well, they are great, they're lovely with us as well. The difference, I suppose, with if you like, the guys playing the roles, is that not only do we say it's lovely to meet you, this is how I want to play it, how do you want to play it, how do you think it'll work with us together?
Yeah.
So there's all that going on, whereas maybe that's not involved so much in the choreography, but there's loads of stuff you're doing that we don't have to, so it's sort of departmental, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
definitely. So it's a kind of a creative collaboration between a lot of different people, pantomime, really, because you've got musical director and the director as well.
So are you involved in the staging as well as the choreography, or is that just a director's point of view? When we're all standing on stage for a big scene, yes, there will be moments like you'll be choreographing, not necessarily fights and stuff, but you'll be choreographing some of the entrances, I assume.
Yeah.
But what about the actual staging? Are you involved in that as well? Looking at the big picture on the stage?
I leave the staging up to the director, really. Yeah. But then similarly, it's quite important to have a good relationship with the choreographer and the director, so that you can collaborate that way. But there are parts within the scene where I'll have to step in and add some movement or add something.
Or that won't work there because they're wearing that costume.
Yeah.
They just come out of that.
Yeah. So or they need to be that side for the next number or something like that.
Well, that's the whole thing about pantomime, is communication is so important, isn't it? Everything works for a reason, and if something's coming in to stop that from working, then you would say, can I just ask? But that's the good thing, is everyone talks together, and then in the end we get the product that works. But I'm really enjoying watching, and you choreograph quite differently to people I've worked with before.
Oh, really?
And really good. I think you've got your own stamp on the dances are fantastic, by the way. And we've got some great songs, as always, fairly up-to-date stuff, and a couple of classics in this one.
Yeah, we have got some classics that are real crowd pleasers.
Yeah. I can't tell you, but you'll be singing your heads off. I was just going to call you Maz. Can I call you Maz?
Yeah, of course you can.
We call her Maz. Look, thank you so much. As we get up closer to showtime, I'd love it if you come back and tell me the difference between blocking it here and then when we get to the theatre, blocking it on the stage.
It's going to be a whole new challenge.
Exactly. And will you come in and chat to our Panto viewers about that?
Of course I will, yes.
Darling, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is our lovely choreographer, Maz. We love her. And she's such a lovely lady and very helpful with me with the choreography, because I'm a bit slow in that department, so she's lovely. And you'll see the fruits of her labour when you come to see the pantomime, because all the dance routines she's put together. One person put all that together, and she's brilliant. Right, I'm in this afternoon. It's Friday, and I'll try and get day 10 out tonight, so might be 2 Panto diaries coming out on the same day. Okay, lots of love, take care, bye.